Hello everyone, it is Sunday, Easter Sunday, April 1st, April Fool's Day and everything else. It is about 9:30 and honestly, I did not set up anything this morning. I have not done anything today except for in the last couple of hours really. I did not feel well today. I had a really bad headache that sort of laid me out for a little while today. But moving on, I am feeling a little bit better than I was, and I need to get set up for the week ahead and write down a little something for today and really get started. So that is what I'm going to do. Now, I had decided when I set up this previous week that I was going to leave this side of the spread blank and move April 1st over into behind my monthly spread. So I'm going to put it over here. But I had written this quote out and I thought that it was really nice. It was a Dr. Seuss quote and it says, "Be who you are and say how you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind." And that is something that I have always liked. And since we closed out the Dr. Seuss month, I am going to go in here and add this in. Now, my hands are super shaky today because I am not feeling well. So I don't know exactly how much of this I am going to do on camera. I really don't. And it just depends on how I feel and how things are looking when I get started, because I didn't really feel really confident when I was sketching everything out in pencil. So this may be something that I just film part of the vlog and then do the rest off camera and then get back to normal tomorrow. But I thought that something was better than nothing, so that's what I'm going with for now. So as it stands, I think what we're going to do is, now that I've got this in, I'm probably going to go in and doodle or something around this, but that is going to wrap up the month of March in this journal. And instead of jumping straight in and setting up today, I will do that in a minute. And I'm going to go in here and write out my stuff for my monthly spreads like I would normally do after marking my tasks off for today. But since I didn't set up a daily page or a daily entry yet, it's not something that I can fill out just yet. Alright, so that was a lot of words. Anyway, okay, so I am switching over and we are using the blues for the coming month, and I'm throwing them at myself. Alright, so unfortunately today I think I'm gonna have to be grateful for a comfy bed. I think is what I'm going to be grateful for. I lay down for a couple of hours today. I just needed to be in the dark again. So I'm going to be grateful for a comfy bed. I'm going to put that down here. And I'm going to treat my gratitude spread this month the same way I sort of did last month. So it'll be a little sketch notey. I'm going to go back and forth between the types of pens that I use in it and just see how that winds up. All right, there we have it. So I'm going to be I'm grateful for my comfy bed today. Alright, so moving on. I wrote this quote in here. It was one of the ones that someone suggested, but I don't know who wrote it. So if you do, let me know down in the comments below. It says, "Sometimes happiness is a feeling, sometimes happiness is a decision." And I would like to know the author of it, so I haven't looked that up yet. But if you know who it is, let me know down in the comments and I will add that in. I don't think I'm going to ink this in today with my hands being shaky. I want it to look nice, so when I feel a little bit better, hopefully tomorrow or later, I can go in and ink this in. But that will be here. I really like the other one too. It was "Don't be moody, shake your booty," or something. I don't know, but it was really fun too, and I may use that for May. I don't know. But today is going to have to be a little yellow chickie here, because I've been feeling icky today. So at least chicks are supposed to be yellow, I guess. So before we get into the rainbow colored chickies, at least we'll have one normal color one. That's the way that I'm going to look at it, and that's a positive spin I'm going to put on having to do a yellow chick for today. Alright, there we go. My yellow mood chick. So this spread ought to be really cute and colorful when all is said and done as well. Alright, moving on to the new habit tracker and intention tracker. I'm going to go trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this. And I think I'm just going to ink them in. I'm going to do one in this blue and maybe one in this blue and just ink them in. And then if I feel like decorating along the way, or once it's done, like going in and adding detail, I might do that. But okay, so I definitely checked my email today so that I could fill in that one. I did post to Instagram, so there's that, and definitely posted to Facebook. I will post to Pinterest when the vlog is uploaded, so I can go ahead and fill that one out. I have lettered today, and I will be sketching, and I'm doing the video now, so that takes care of those. I did not cook at home. I did clean. And I will journal, because that is something that I wanted to talk to y'all about. So I have a new thing that I'm going to start doing for the month of April, and so that will become clearer when I actually start it. Alright, so that is how today looks in my habit tracker. So I've already missed one, and you'll see that for the most part it should be a nice little mandala when it's done. I'm really excited to see how these come out. Alright, but okay, I was not up on time. I did not, or I can't mark off whether or not I went to bed on time yet because it's not here. I did not know, or I did have sales. That one's sales. I gotta remember what my little icons were. New product. I did do a new product today because I put the grab bags on Instagram, and I'm having a flash sale for the last 8 hours of today. I did not know spin. I did throw a couple of things in the trash. That is something that I have really been wanting to do better at. I'm trying to declutter a little bit. I did not do any tags. I have not painted yet or worked on the vlog, and it was not a vlog. Okay, I have not worked on the blog yet, and it was not a me day. So the intention tracker may still be a little sparse, but hopefully over the course of the month that will start to look a little bit better. Alright, and then as it goes along, maybe I'll figure out if I want to actually color them in some form or not. But that is how those are shaping up for today. Alright, I've changed my colors on a couple of things here, so let me mark off. Pain was pretty bad today. I had to take a pain pill, so I'm gonna have to put that up there. Hydration is not really where it should be, so I'm gonna put that in here. But I've been laying in bed most of the day, so it was hard to stay hydrated that way. Let's see, mood. I mean, I was still in a fairly decent mood, but I'm just gonna go right about there. Productivity, I got some stuff done despite the fact that I didn't feel good, so I'm going to put that at about a 5.5. Energy was in the toilet. Alright, so energy down here, and activity was pretty much the same. I'm going to go right there. Alright, so those are everything in the self-care tracker, which, as you can see, I think that this circle version is going to provide a little bit more room, since I've got 6 again this month instead of just having the 4. But it works out with a little bit more space in this circle tracker than it does with just a line graph. Alright, so now I need to mark off the sleep that I got. And I probably didn't fall asleep until about 5, and I got up about 10:30 officially, but then I laid back down again from about 5 to 7 this evening. So that is that, and I'm going to go in here, not that color, I'm going to do work in the blue. So I did work from about 12 to 4, putting some things together, and I have been at it, and let's see, this is 9:30. That's when I started that, and I'll probably still be going till midnight. I'm going to mark off that it was around 8. It was around 8 when I started setting everything up. So there we go. That's going to be sleep and work for today. And now here is where I was going to set up my daily page. I put this Happy Easter thing over here. And then here is where I was doing the week ahead. So I'm going to throw on some music real quick and set up for today so that I can mark down what I did, and then I will be right back. Okay, so there is that. I set up the April challenges over in my collections journal. I've set up a couple of other things, and then I am pretty much set up for next week with the little safari animals. It's just not inked in yet, and I still don't know if I'm going to do it right now because my hands are super shaky. I drew this out earlier in pencil. I did a little bit of it yesterday and then finished it up today. I think what I'm going to do is time lapse you through me inking this in, and if it looks okay, then I may do the rest of it on camera. If not, I may still wait a little bit before I set up the upcoming week, because I'm sort of a control freak and sort of a perfectionist, and if I know that my hands are shaky, I don't know if I will get through doing it without getting frustrated. So yeah. Alright, so the reason that I didn't journal is because of a couple of things, and I'm going to go ahead and explain that before I ink this in. So I got this purple iconic Scribbles That Matter maybe a week or so ago, maybe a couple of weeks, I don't know. I haven't had it that long, but I went ahead and I had ordered this one because I had this idea that for the month of April, I sort of wanted to journal a little bit more, be a little bit more creative in the journaling that I decided to do. And because I chose to do a photos and memories theme for the month of April in the Bujo Junkie Challenge, I thought, why not just have an entire notebook set aside for that? So instead of putting my journaling in here, I'm going to be putting my journaling and my Bujo Junkie Challenge and maybe a couple of other things like the 100-day project over here in this journal. So I can really get creative, and it'll sort of be like a day per page or whatever I feel like creating for the day that I am on in this journal. So I'm going to start right here on this first open page with today, April the 1st. And so I have decided that I am going to do botanicals, florals, or whatever for my 100-day project. I really like that idea. I love doing florals, and I really enjoy the idea of doing better at them. And I've had this book, sort of off camera, hold on, How to Draw Modern Florals by Allie Koch. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I may have just butchered her name. But I've had this for a while, and it was sort of what I had been drawing from. And I was practicing again on some of these florals. This is what I was using back in January. But it's step by step on how to draw a bunch of different florals. And so I'm going to use this. I ordered Peggy Dean's Botanical Line Drawing and her succulents thing, so they're on order and they should be delivered. I think one of them's coming tomorrow and the other one is coming on Tuesday. I don't remember. And then I have a couple of books on watercolor florals. So I'm going to switch back and forth between a bunch of different mediums, but I am going to be doing florals for the 100-day project, and I'm going to be using the hashtag 100 days of eclectic florals is what is going to be the hashtag that I use over on Instagram for that. I don't know if I'll post every day. I may post to my stories instead of posting directly to my feed, but we'll see how that goes. And then I may just post once a week. I haven't decided how often or how frequent I am going to be with the actual posting on that, because that would be a lot of different flowers in my feed, but that's okay. So I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you want to see them every day as I do them? I mean, you'll see them probably here in the vlog, but over on social media they can either be every day, every few days. I can throw a couple of pictures together once a week. I can do, you know, several pictures and you could just swipe to see all of them. I don't know. But so this would be April 1st. And while I'm talking about it, I'm going to show you what I did to set up for the challenges and what challenges I'm doing for the month of April. Okay, so first off, I have got my sticker from Emma over at Bujo Bug. Is it Tildesley? Emma Tildesley Art is probably how I'm butchering her name. But I am using this April sticker before my challenges, so I'm going to try to go ahead and put it in. Without ripping it. I mean, how beautiful is the sticker, by the way? I mean, it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright, so there. Oh, there is April. Oh, how pretty is that? And how y'all are going to love them. Everybody who got the April box is just going to love these. And I actually had a couple more left over. So some people, until I run out, are getting just bonus stickers for absolutely no reason other than the fact that we had a few extra. And she told me to go ahead and throw them in whatever. So a few extra people are just going to get this nice surprise in their orders here in the next few days. But look at how pretty that is. Okay, so that is April, and I'm going to pull out my crap over here. So we're going to have just a hodgepodge of mess going on. So here is the Bujo Junkie Challenge, and like I said, the theme for it this month is going to be photos and memories. So it's still a journaling challenge, but I think it's also sort of like a photo journaling challenge for this month. That way, it's easy to participate online. All you have to do is post a photo, and if you want to journal along with it, you know, personally, then you're more than welcome to do that. So, there we go. I just covered up part of that beautiful sticker, but there we go. So, I'm going to put that here. Now, I wanted a lettering challenge, but I didn't want to do the musicals over in Llamas love lettering, so I will probably go back to that when all is said and done next month. But for the month of April, I didn't go with it. And I found this, Invigorated April 2018. So Invigorated in April is going to be the hashtag for it. And it's TJT Design, Tiffany Inspirations, and Crystal Elizabeth that are hosting this challenge. But I wanted more than just one word, which is what the Happy Lettering Challenge was. So I wanted to practice lettering little sayings. So that's why I went with this one, and I'm going to put it here. Now, I probably won't actually keep this challenge in my journal either, because I like to blend color when I do this kind of lettering for the different quotes and stuff like that, or, you know, short phrases. I like to be able to blend colors and decorate it a little bit. So rather than bleed through a bunch of pages here in my journal, I thought I would do it on separate paper that was a little bit better at taking the ink. So that's why I'm putting this challenge just in here instead of making out any kind of spread for it. And then I couldn't find like a doodle prompt that I really liked. Now, my Artsy Bujo and is doing another one of her every other day challenges, and I may still do this, and that's why I printed this out. These were a little bit more, I don't know, it's called Amazing Adventures, and it's got camping, hang gliding, sailing, hiking, and I didn't feel overly confident in drawing out these kinds of things. I mean, I could, and I may still, and that may be something that goes in my purple journal when I'm drawing things out for the day. So I'm going to wait and see how I feel about this. But then I went back, and Dawn Nicole had a challenge from April 2016. This is not a current challenge, but it was a challenge that I really liked the sound of, and it was an April challenge. So with this one, what you do is every other day, on the even days you letter, and on the odd days you doodle. And I thought that was one of the things that I was looking for, to sort of even out what I'm doodling and even out what I'm lettering. And it had some really cute little prompts on it. So this is what I'm gonna do. And yeah, this is going to be the challenge that I add in for this, and this will sort of probably be a one-time thing, because I don't even think she hosts challenges anymore, because I looked, but I really liked some of these prompts, and I thought that it would be fun, considering I have 2 straight doodle challenges, and I have the one lettering challenge and one journaling challenge. I thought that this was like a happy mix in between. So I'm going to put that here, and they will probably go in my daily journal as well. I'm not 100% sure. The doodles will probably. So that is why these are going on just a page instead of in a setup. All right, but moving on. All right, so this is what I've done for Oodles of Doodles. I am not going to paste this prompt in. I'm actually going to write in the prompts down one of the sides, and then write Oodles of Doodles in April on the other side. So I've laid out 30 boxes. These are 6x6 boxes instead of 5x5 boxes, which is what I had been using for the previous months. But because it was an even number and it just worked out fine for this month, and because I can write down the side, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to decorate the outside of this a little bit and write the prompts down one of the sides, and write Oodles of Doodles down the other one. So this is where I'm going to keep Oodles of Doodles. I think I'm going to do Oodles of Doodles monotone, so in like one color, and I think it's going to be in the blue to keep with the rest of my month and the stuff that I'm using in my other journal. And then I did the same setup for Oh So Cute Doodles with the 6x6 box, and I printed out this, and I'm going to run this right down the side here. Now, I did not ink in these boxes yet, and I think what I've decided to do is I'm going to ink them in as I go, because sometimes, given that I draw too big, the little corner of the box gets in the way of what I'm drawing. And instead of having that happen, I figured I would leave it open, and if it spills over the box a little bit, it spills over the box a little bit. And if it doesn't, then I'll just draw it in as I go. Alright, so but there is that. Alright. And again, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it right now because, I mean, I can see my hands shaking. I don't know if y'all can see my hands shaking, but I can see my hands shaking. And I just put that on here crooked. So I'll go back and fix that. No big deal. So, yeah, I'm probably going to do most of this off camera. And y'all have heard me ramble for I don't know how long now about all the stuff that I'm going to be doing in April. So, I mean, this video is going to be plenty long as it is. But I did want to sort of film something anyway, even though I wasn't feeling great. And even though it probably isn't what everyone was expecting today. And get something up. Because that makes me feel a little bit better. And like I said, I did set up for the week. It's just the inking process. It's just going to have to wait a little bit. And if I wait until tomorrow, I will definitely film it then. I don't know if I will or not. It just depends on how I feel. But for today, I want to at least show you what I've picked for the Bujo Junkie Challenge prompt, which is the prompt for today was self-portrait. So that's what I've chosen. And I personally hate pictures of myself. I really don't. Which is why there's not a whole lot on the internet with me in it. But when it comes to Snapchat filters, everybody feels a little bit better about themselves. And so I printed out a couple of photos with Snapchat filters on it and one without. So those are the ones that I'm going to use today. And I'm going to, when I set up this page in my journal, I am going to, you know, just throw them in here and then journal around it and do a doodle or something like that. But this is how I'm going to set up for today. So I've got this picture. I've got this with me and my mom. And then this one was at the Planner Lane convention with me and Andy. Look at him, and he's so cute. I had to warn him today that I was going to put his face all over YouTube. And ask him not to hate me for it. Because he doesn't like pictures either. And neither does my mom. So the only way that I can get her in a photograph is with a Snapchat filter. But, so I'm going to throw these in here. I'm going to journal a little bit. I'll doodle around them or something like that. But that's how I'm going to do the Bujo Junkie Challenge and some of the other challenges for this month. So things might start to eke out onto 2 pages. It just depends on what I'm doing. But I'm going to put my 100-day project in here and the photo challenge definitely. And then I'm going to journal around what I have. So we'll see the progression of how this sort of works out over the course of this coming month. I had sort of gone back and forth between doing like a happy planner, memory keeping kind of thing, and time blocking, so I knew what happened during the day, or an Erin Condren or something like that. But then I thought, oh, I'll go down the sticker rabbit hole and never come back out. So I think this open layout and me being able to decorate it myself is going to work out, but we'll see how it goes. I may hate it. Alright, but yeah, I'm not going to set up for anything else today. I am going to time-lapse you through me writing out this Happy Easter thing before I wrap the vlog up for today. And because it really doesn't serve much purpose for me to do it tomorrow. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be back in just a few minutes to wrap up the vlog. All right, I will be back. Alright everyone, that is going to call it quits for me today, I believe. And that is pretty much going to be the completion of this little doodle here. But as you can see, I'm having a really hard time controlling the shakiness of my hands. And so I'm definitely going to wait and finish setting up at a later time, either tonight or tomorrow sometime. So I'm not going to film that. But I will be back tomorrow as usual, setting up for the day ahead. And I hope that y'all had a wonderful Easter if you celebrate the holiday. And if not, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. So I will see you again tomorrow. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up if you find it at all helpful. And if you don't find it helpful and feel the need to give it a thumbs down, let me know in the comments below why, so I can improve the channel for you. Until next time, everyone, happy journaling. Bye.